When most people hear Paramount Ranch, they usually think of this, a movie studio backlot where movie and TV westerns were filmed. Hippies and hedonists might have cloudy memories of Paramount Ranch when it was used as the local home for the Renaissance Pleasure Fair from the mid-60s until the late 80s. In between the hills and the movie sets lies the remains of Paramount Ranch Racetrack. In the aftermath of the Le Mans tragedy of 1955, racers recognized that their sport needed purpose-built racetracks. Paramount Ranch was one of these early creations. Active for only parts of 2 seasons, the track held its last race in December of 1957. The National Park Service took over Paramount Ranch in 1980. The beautiful landscape and miles of trails makes it a favorite for hikers, equestrians, and mountain bikers. Now let's take a lap on what is left of Paramount Ranch as described by Bob Bondurant in Art Evans' book, Paramount Ranch Remembered. The first turn was a 180-degree curve to the right. I approached it by getting to the left side of the road. About halfway from the bridge to the entrance of Turn 1, I trail braked, shifted to third, and drove turns 1 and 2 as a closing sweeper, scrubbing speed and late apexing at Turn 2. Turn 1 had a uniform radius that became tighter in Turn 2. Out of Turn 2, I cut straight across the little bend entering Turn 2 and Turn 3, and stayed on the left to enter Turn 3. We're going to interrupt Bondurant's lap to take a look at what has happened to one of the most distinguishing features of Paramount Ranch, the over and underpass. The underpass is now completely overgrown and has been filled in with debris. Most of the original bridge is gone, replaced with 2 old railroad cars that have been turned into a narrower crossing than the original track. If you do look closely, you can see remnants of the original bridge. The track was washed away at the exit of the bridge and through Turn 4. Let's rejoin Bob Bondurant's lap of Paramount Ranch. I climbed slightly uphill to Turn 4, a dogleg to the left I took flat out in 3rd gear. There was an oak tree at the apex. Turn 5 was a 90-degree right uphill and then immediately into Turn 6. Turn 6 was an over-the-top mild sleeper to the left that curved down into a tighter, high-bank Turn 7, then continued to the left. It was downhill into Turn 8 where I turned back to the right and recrossed the creek. Out of Turn 8, there was a short straight into Turn 9, which was a dogleg to the left. Then there was another short straight, then hard braking and a downshift a second for Turn 10, the tightest turn on the course. From Turn 10, it was slightly downhill to Turn 11, a second gear right that put me on the front straight. Although the track did not last long, the legacy of the drivers who raced here lives on in motorsports history. These legends include Ken Miles, Sam Hanks, Bob Bondurant, Richie Ginther, and Dan Gurney.